Felicia. Okay, I'm gonna record. 1 second. Hello, Felicia. Nice to see you. Okay, we're recording. Cool. So welcome to the April 2025 Chatbot Challenge. We're going to be building an assistable voice and chat AI agency from scratch. It's going to be sick because I've already done a lot of the work, and then we're going to redo it in front of y'all. I'm going to give you the snapshot at the end, like I said, only if you've attended live. If not, you're going to have to reach out to me specifically to get it. So let's go. Cool. So throughout this challenge, at the end, I'm going to share this document with you. At the end, as soon as we start messing with it, I'm going to share this document with you, and we're going to build all this stuff out. It's actually pretty robust. Okay, and I'll show you why. So essentially, we're going to build this. Okay, can you all see the screen up here? Okay, so we're going to build something like this. Okay, and what this is a very super niche down voice AI solution for a relatively high ticket client, like a lawyer. This will work for insurance, maybe solar. We're going to use ChatGPT and Anthropic a lot through this. Okay, so using Claude and ChatGPT, I built this whole thing in like 2 days. And HeyGen, and I'm going to show you how to do it all. Okay. So, and I'm going to share this with you. So what this is it's an amazing explainer video. So this was done in HeyGen. Who knows what HeyGen is? Anyone? Okay. So HeyGen, and there'll be links in the thing when we're done, but HeyGen is a tool. There is a cost to it, but when you see what it can do, it's incredible. So this allows you to use AI to create videos from avatars, including yourself. Okay. So we're going to do that. It's so sick. And the reason is because it takes you out of it. It puts a professional on camera. I don't have a sick background like that, right? So this gives you an actor right away. I don't tell people it's AI, but listen. So I'm going to play this real quick. You'll be able to share this for yourself. I'm going to have links. So here's the first link. So in the chat, I'm going to start pasting some links in here. Okay. So here's this link, and you can check it out. This is pretty much a live site. So what it has is this explainer video. I'll play it real quick.
Hello, my name is Conrad, and I'd like to share some eye-opening statistics with you today that are probably affecting your bottom line right now. Did you know that 87% of potential legal clients who call after hours will retain the first responsive attorney they reach? Yet the average law firm misses 35% of all incoming calls, with that number jumping to a staggering 68% during evening.
Okay, so this is an explainer video, and I'll show you how I wrote that, okay? Over here, I have a calculator, right? And the calculator allows you to, this works in any niche. So this is specifically for getting after hours as the in for attorneys, because if they miss calls at night, it could cost a lot of money. So when we talk about the niche selection and stuff, we're going to make sure that we do one that works well for this specific product, okay? So this also works, and just to show you all real quick, because you're going to go there probably. So the root level site, Call Return Pro, this is the larger site, same calculator, different any niche, and then 25 different demos. You guys can try them, but not, whatever. I pay for it. It's for free for you. Cool. So this is a calculator that you could build. So essentially, how many calls do you get after hours a day? Few, 5. What's your close rate? I close 20% of them. Okay, that's pretty good. What do you make per client? This is low ticket client, right? This is super low ticket. I make $250 per client. So here's how much money they can make back per month, right? You're going to charge a lot less than that. So just the cost savings alone is huge, and the potential revenue they can make is huge. This is low ticket. When you go to lawyers, look at the difference. So I miss 5 calls a day. I close 20% of them, but this is specifically for high ticket lawyers, personal injury, medical malpractice, which in the States is these guys are really wealthy and they can make a lot of money from one case. We're talking $1 million, or I mean, the average is like 70,000. So they're huge. So if they miss one, it's a lot. It's a big deal. So they can get, let's say they only get 10 grand per case, which is tiny. Look how much money they could theoretically get if they were to get all these cases. I think, yeah, that's right. It's crazy. They're not going to get all these cases. It might be one call a day or two calls a day, but just a few huge cases, closing all of them is a ton of money. This may be times by 30. I got to check, but I think this is right. It's crazy money for personal injury attorneys. I mean, these guys make a fortune. So we're going to find a high ticket niche and we're going to duplicate this. Okay. Then it goes on to explain a bit about the service. And then what I did is using ChatGPT and Claude, I prepared 80% of all the issues any attorney is going to have, personal injury attorney is going to have with their receptionist. And I know these to be accurate in one way is because I actually worked for a law firm for 7 years as a CTO. So but you'll find if you do this for any niche, it will give you the majority of the problems that everyone in that niche faces. We're not solving for 100%. We're going to solve for like 80 to 90%. Okay. And I'll show you how to do this too. All right. So these are 8 critical areas that if they fixed all these, they would 10x their business, 20x their business. And for lawyers, what it is they miss the call. So this says, oh, I answer your call at night and on 3 a.m. It never takes a break. Poor screening. The person answering the phone really wasn't good at their job. They didn't know what they were doing. They weren't trained. Our bots are trained, right? And it's specifically for law. So when I show you some more advanced stuff, when we move it over to the new niche, you'll see why we can fill this in with anything else, right? This is the intake part of any business. The follow-up failure. This automatically does follow-up. GoHighLevel style. No problem. We know how to do that, right? Documentation disaster. For lawyers, if you don't have the call recorded and written down and stuff, that is required for discovery. So this takes care of it because all our calls are being transcribed by Assistable. Easy. Okay. And then now we start getting into kind of niche specific, but how much is the call worth to me? Even let's say for a lawyer, oh, I twisted my ankle in a movie theater. It's not a good case. Oh, I got hit by a city dump truck and I had to have my leg amputated. I mean, I worked for a firm that had airplane crashes, train crashes, poisonings. I mean, the craziest stuff, and they were huge value. So it's huge value, and they're sensitive matters because someone was really injured. These bots handle it with care and caution and a nice voice, as you'll hear. So, but what I bring to the table, and what I'm going to show you guys how to do is, in addition to just answering their calls and screening them after the call, we're going to do some predictive analytics. And in this case, for lawyers, it does predictive analytics to showcase intent of the caller, potential lead value, next steps for the lawyer. That works for almost any industry. Next steps for the insurance agent, next steps for the solar consultant, next steps for whoever, right? So this adds more to the lead. If you're into lead gen and this is all, this isn't even sending them traffic. This is just dealing with their incoming lead gen right now. You're providing a huge amount of value. When I show you the cost, you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, right? So here's another thing, staffing costs. What's the cost of hiring someone? It's a lot of money. How do I know? Well, I'll give you guys this too. I made a calculator, right? You could bring this up in front of them. So what do you pay your receptionist? 50 grand a year, 40 grand. Let's do cheap, 40 grand a year. What are benefits? Oh, they're really low. 10%, barely nothing, whatever my state requires. Monthly overhead, nothing, $50 a month. Okay, look, so let's say I'm charging $9.97 a month for my receptionist with other things that you're about to see for my solution. Look how much money they can save just by having an AI receptionist. It's outrageous. So let's say that they say, I've got someone in the daytime. I don't want to get rid of them. I like them. Okay, fine. Well, what if you want to add one person at night? That after hours thing. You need 3 people to man the phones 8 hours a day or 8 hours a shift, right? So really you need to do 24 hours a day coverage. You need 3 people. You would humans. I was a creative director at a company called Showing Time, which got bought by Zillow, and all we did was deal with showings. So we had a huge call center, and it was a lot of turnover, and it cost a lot of money. It's expensive to train people and receptionists, and they quit, and you got to get a new one, and all that stuff. Look at the cost savings. And this is one where you'll be able to use this as a lead magnet, and then we'll make it so it emails, and you get a notification, etc. So you'll have this thing. So to continue, let's see, where was I? Yes, to continue, we have the 8 different things. Another thing for lawyers, and this works for other industries, home services even. Referral. Hi, I'm calling about, I need a bankruptcy lawyer. Oh, sorry, we don't handle that kind of law. Okay, thank you, click. Oh, yeah, well, let me take down your name number. We have a great attorney to what we work with. Lawyers get a third of a third. Let's say you're a home services business and you're do roofing and you want to work with a solar guy. They say, do you do solar? No, but we have a partner. And then it just sends the lead to the partner, and whatever deal you have with them, you make a percentage. So traffic, sending your leads elsewhere, there's a lot of extra money to be made, and it adds to the value of this service. Okay. Finally, and there's like a dozen of these question or problem solution things, but growth gap. Well, they want to scale. They want to be able to handle the phones 24 hours. They want a multilingual person to handle. Maybe they met someone who a big Chinese client. They want to handle the Chinese market, but they only speak English. Well, we got a bot for that, right? Our bots can be multilingual. Spanish is a huge one. There's lots of attorneys that would love to handle Spanish and English. They can't handle Spanish. They may not have a receptionist. Once they get the case, they can make sure they have someone to help them translate. But initially, it's answering call. You know, they got to make sure they're multilingual. These bots are multilingual. So that's huge. And I'll add to that in here. And you'll see I made this in a few days, but we'll flesh it out for this class. Okay. So, and then the call to action on this form, at least, and I'll show you another type of call to action, is to just schedule an appointment with me to talk about it. Because this is going to be a high ticket. It's going to be at $997 a month. Right. So that's pretty high ticket. And you're going to really try to get them to spend $9,997 for 1 year. That'd be the ultimate goal, is to sell a whole year of this stuff. Okay. And we'll show you how you can hopefully do that. Okay. So we're going to rebuild this. But before I do, let me show you some other things that we're going to be working with that we're going to refactor, and then we'll figure out the niche and set it up from scratch. Okay. So we also have, so here's an example of a payment form, right? So there'll be some sort of onboarding form that you can just directly send people to. I have a version of this where this is that. The onboarding form is in here. I'll show you that. We might use that one. And then I have an onboarding form. So once they sign up, there's a cool onboarding form where they just fill out their name. And this is for law firms. So this would work for any niche, their address. They have to pick an area code because this is voice AI and you need to get a phone number. So this is to automate the prompt building, right? We're going to automate prompt building as much as we can for this class. If they want the bot to call forward, they can call forward. Right? Then they get to pick a voice. And I got to fix this real quick, but essentially what this does is this part there with the voices, these are actual assistable voices.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling Thurswell Law. Thank you for calling Thurswell.
So I'm going to give you guys this. So you'll have this as a lead magnet. If people say, what voices can I pick from? These are actual assistable voices from the receptionist. So you're not going to be using these HeyGen voices, which are incredible. These are examples of voices, but this isn't the voices they get to choose from. Okay. They're assistable voices. You can find some. These is HeyGen. They don't use 11 Labs, which is what I use for what they use in assistable for voices, amongst others. This is its own tool. Okay, and I'm going to go back over all this stuff. Okay, and there'll be notes shared as well and everything. Okay, cool. So this onboarding form, they pick their name. They have to pick a greeting message. Hello, thank you for calling my law firm, whatever they want. So it's exactly what they want, right? Because assistable will make up a greeting, or you can type one in, but let them do it. Then here they fill out their own knowledge base, what practice areas. And this may not be perfect, but it'll work for now because I want to work. I want to launch right away. I'll launch and hopefully meet some friendly first clients that knows they're one of the first, and the price is going to go up. And we'll talk about that to use this, and then I'll fix it on the go. Skateboard method, right? Cool. So hours, Monday through Friday, blah, 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 blah. Type whatever you want. They can do initial consultation, payment options, build fax. They complete the setup. And then what happens is this triggers a webhook, which I'll show you guys how it's built. And that triggers all the automations that GoHighLevel to onboard them. Okay. So I'll give you this whole widget that you can paste into GoHighLevel as well. What else are you going to get? We're going to do flow charting. So for instance, the little onboarding thing that you saw there is actually backed up with this sales page that you saw, the order form that you saw. There's a thank you page that you didn't see. Then they would get an email. There'd be a button to do onboarding, whatever. But this is how it's going to wind up being when I'm finished. There's the onboarding, right? And then the onboarding is going to trigger, once it hits submit, it's going to trigger provisioning them. And then there's manual work in here, which are a couple of these things. But after that, I'm going to trigger another automation that welcomes them, gives them their phone number that they're going to forward to with instructions. This is just forward your number, whatever you want our bot to answer. Unforward it when you're done. Easy. a Loom video almost. And then they'll also get the chat widget code because we're going to give them a free chat widget to put on their any website. Assistable's new chat widget works on any website. You don't need GoHighLevel. You need GoHighLevel in the back end, but they don't. That's huge. Okay. It opens up a huge it opens up just a large market. And we all know the different, if you don't, being able to sell a chatbot widget, that's like free money because they're going to put it on their website and they're going to lose people rather than people chatting with the widget right away because it's modern day and that's what people do. They're going to get back that traffic. So it's a good thing. And it's easy to implement because Assistable, one prompt, two different kinds of bots, voice and chat. Okay. What else? Before we get started. Oh yeah. So on the page here, this calculator is super helpful. I have it on a bunch of different sites making these ROI calculators. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. Using a tool called a free tool, right? And we're going to show you lead connector, which is, I'm going to show you my instance of Assistable through my reseller, Bernie White. It's called Lead Indicator, but if you have Assistable on your own, it looks just like this. So we're going to start from scratch. Okay, before I go, are there any questions? Anyone? Speak up. Who's excited? Thumbs up if you're excited.
Yes, we are super excited. This is awesome.
Awesome. Awesome sauce. Cool. All right.
Love it.
Thank you. So let's go. All right. So what do we do? How do we do this? Dude, that's overwhelming, isn't it? Overwhelming. How do we do this? So let's find out. So I'm going to use my friend. I use ChatGPT because I just kind of to keep it in that vein. So luckily I kind of already got started on this. So let's start sharing. Let's see. Let's start sharing this document. Okay. So I'm going to share this with you. It's just going to be view only. But you're going to see this change as we go over time because the website I just showed you, it's all here. Okay. And by using ChatGPT, we're going to basically rewrite this website. We're going to start from scratch. So how do we start from scratch? Okay. So we're going to use a tool called GoHighLevel, which is an incredible CRM. This is not a GoHighLevel class. If you don't know what it is, you probably want to watch other classes first. But it's a white label software that we use to manage our bots, manage our clients. It has sub accounts for different clients. It's quite robust, but I want to make a new agency. So how do we do that? I'm going to go to sub accounts. I'm going to make a new agency. Before I do that, actually, I want everyone to throw into this chat right now. What niche will we be able to do it for all the niches, most niches? What niche? Everyone throw in a niche right now. Before we do this, everyone throw in a niche, HVAC. Honestly, if you don't throw in a niche, you won't med spa. I like that one. High ticket. Okay, keep going. Anyone? Life insurance. Yeah, we know. Already did that. Jewelry stores, roofing, legal. So this would work for legal as well. I'm not going to do legal, Kurt, just because this is kind of, you're going to see me take a legal thing and turn it into something else. So you should be able to go the other way. Dental clinic, consultants, mortgages, medical equipment, real estate. I did real estate in my last big challenge. I don't feel like doing real estate because there's a lot of permutations, and I've been talking to some realtors, and it's actually a harder sell than you think because a lot of them want to spend a lot of money, and we want high ticket. Okay, cool. So looking through this list, I already know that law, insurance, solar, roofing are the largest. Okay. Whitty Lee, maybe I'll do a mobile home thing, like an outbound mobile home challenge later. But for now, I think I'm going to do roofing. Okay. And the reason is because it's yeah, thanks, Sherm. Realtors. So I'm going to do roofing. Again, I'm showing you how to turn law into roofing. So you should be able to turn, hopefully, law into solar, whatever you want. Roofing is going to be good. It's a high ticket item. It's tens of thousands of dollars, right, per contract with the roofers. So I know it's a really high ticket item. Okay, so we'll do roofing, and it's kind of easy, slightly easier than insurance or law. There's not as much liability. I'd rather give you guys a home services bot than some sort of thing that involves liability. So let's do it. Okay, so we're going to do a roofing bot. So we're going to create our sub account, and I'm not going to use a domain name. because we don't need to for this. I'm not going to have A2P, but we don't need it. So I'll add this manually. So the first name, whatever. That's wrong. So email, whatever. Business name, let's call it roofer. Well, just whatever. It's going to be demo. Or it's going to be agency roofing. That's what I'll share with you as a snapshot. Business niche, don't care, phone. Okay, I don't want my address in there. Whatever, doesn't really matter, right? So country field, I hate that I don't have us first. No offense, but it's really far down. United States, time zone. There we go, Chicago. Cool. So I'm going to make this sub account. Okay. So now I want to load a snapshot, I think, just because it'll help, and then you'll have it. So this is a snapshot from Jordan at Assistable. It's the, let me find it real quick. Assistable calling snapshot. So let's see what that does. So you guys will have it at least. Okay. So this is a fresh account. There's nothing in there other than a workflow. And I haven't added my bot to it yet. So let's do that. So to add a bot to an agency. So if you've never used Assistable before, I think a lot of you have, but if you haven't, it looks like this. This is a five bot account right now, or 5 sub account plan right here. So I have 1 sub account left. So you attach bots to sub accounts. It's really easy to do. And then you can even brand your instance here, because you'll see how it looks in GoHighLevel. My clientele will never see this, right? Because I'm building it for them. This is a hands-off deal. You can set your own logo. There's all sorts of settings, but I don't care about that. So the way that you activate it is, all you got to do is in your agency account, you go to custom menu. And if you'll see, so I have my bot. There's 4. So this is just a custom menu link. You get this from GoHighLevel. From when you add a new sub account, it says you want to do custom menu link. So that's how you get it. There's a few ways to connect. I'm not going to show you that right now. It's relatively simple. I'm already connected anyway. Okay. So I'm going to add the 4th. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to add agency roofing to this, and that's it. And by the way, you can turn on and off permissions and stuff, which is kind of cool. So if you put these on different sub accounts, you could make it user-based or admin-based. Right now, everyone can see my bot. So I'm going to install it. Okay, so now when I switch to this new sub account I created, agency roofing, there's my bot. So this is my Assistable instance. It's awesome. It self provisions and installs everything it needs to, and boom. Really cool. So this is a really easy way to get started with voice and chat. Why I like Assistable, because it's setup's like a snap, really easy. And it's easy for segmenting who can see what, because it's broken up by different sub accounts. So if I have bots on all these sub accounts, only that sub account can see the bot. We're going to build a bot that they can't see though. Okay. That makes it higher ticket. Don't let that, if they can see the bot and edit it, that's a DIY, do it yourself or done with you project. We're doing a done for you high ticket item. Okay, cool. So now we have our sub account built. So now that we have that built, let me move stuff around real quick. Okay, so now that I have that built, I want to go to ChatGPT and I want to grab, excuse me for a second. I want to grab this text. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do this. So here's how I will refactor this whole thing for roofing. Okay, so I'm going to take this here. I'm going to copy all this text, and I'll do ChatGPT. And it's just to show you guys, I'm also going to do Claude so we can compare the two, because I'm feeling one has better. Like Claude was amazing at programming, just incredible, but not maybe so much at text. So watch. I'm going to say, I need to actually, let's do 2 things. So this is ChatGPT 4.0 deep research. Okay. And this costs extra, but let me show you the power of it. If you don't have it, You could theoretically knock out reports for yourself or even your potential clients as lead magnets. But I want to educate myself with this new industry as I build it. So I'm going to say, actually, no, we're going to do that in a second. But watch. So I'm going to say I need to turn this content into a different niche, which is roofing. I'm just going to paste it and see what it does on first crack. Okay, and call return pros fine. So I paste it in this text as is. Okay. So once I start building up the content, then I'm going to go back and do some research on it so I have knowledge for myself. So let's see what the issues that this AI comes up with without talking to a customer. So obviously missing calls, right? It's $20,000. Time wasting tire kickers, people just calling and, hey, I'm interested. So our bot will do qualification, right? Follow-ups, the same thing, note-taking nightmare, job size guesswork. Can you please mute? Thank you. We're going to have our AI for our predictive analytics. It's going to guess the size of the job. That'll be cool, right? Labor cost squeeze, you don't have to pay for a receptionist. That applies to any niche. Lost referral. Hey, do you guys do solar? No. Oh, well, so this will forward to a solar. That's what we'll do as the example of a referral network. You could have more, you do plumbing, HVAC, whatever, you can refer them out. Okay. And then again, this also applies. I hope you're seeing the pattern. The growth bottleneck. If you want to grow your roofing business, you need leads coming in and phones being answered so you can grow your clientele and then you ramp up your staffing. So this helps with that. Okay. I also know that we're going to add some things in here, like maybe we'll change some things around to make it more exciting, like multilingual, this, that, and the other. I'm going to say, give me 4 more problem solutions and include multilingual capabilities. I'm going to do this. Work in multilingual, because I only want 8 of these. Work in multilingual capabilities into one of these. So it's going to rewrite it. Okay. Who's coming in the way here? There's people still here. Okay, cool. So it worked it into the missed call crisis, because that's true. You missed the call because they don't speak the language. So that's awesome. It worked it in here. And the reason that I want, it's a little long, and you'll see why. These all should line up in size, just so it looks nice, because this scales really well to mobile. So we're going to make sure also that it scales to mobile, because most people don't surf for the web on their computer. They're looking at the phone too. So this will help with that. Cool. So, well, that's good enough for now. So now let's have it do some deep research in the background. I'm going to say, okay, great. Any questions? How's everyone doing? Thumbs up. Good. Cool. So I'm going to say, okay, great. I like to positively reinforce it. I think it works. But before I do that, actually, I want to try something. I'm going to copy this whole chunk here, and I'm going to put it in Anthropic, just so you guys can see the difference. And I want to see the difference too. Okay, so I have Poe, which is cool because Poe allows you to have access to every LLM for $20 a month. So I'm just going to paste this in here, fix this typo, and see what this does. And look how fast it is. It's crazy. This thing is unreal fast. Let's see. Missed call, time wasting tactic. How did it word it? I like the other one better. Okay, cool. So forget Poe. Poe's better for Claude. Claude's better for programming, as you'll see. Okay, cool. So now we have all this stuff. I'm gonna say, okay, great. Now I want to have ChatGPT deep research. Give me a plan for this niche, right? Because if I'm new, this will be helpful. I'm gonna say, okay, great. Now I turn on deep research. Now I need
working.
I'm gonna mute some folks. Now I need you to create a complete marketing and sales plan You don't have to use this, but it's good to have it for this niche. And you could do things like come up with product name, cold calling ideas, anything you can think of that'll help you run this agency, right? So I know this would all be helpful for me. So cold calling ideas, what else? Anyone? If I want to throw in a question I asked deep research in this niche, things I might want to know before I plan my agency.
This is for solar
This is for roofing.
roofing. How about recruiting?
Yeah.
Oftentimes, roofing companies have issues recruiting.
How to recruit help. That's great.
And the recruiting should be bilingual because most people here in Florida are recruiting for Spanish-speaking people.
Bilingual. Okay, so you basically tell it what you want in a deep research. When I press return, it's going to ask me some questions. So I'll answer it. Great questions. I mean, I didn't think of this. So all the questions I just didn't ask myself, it did it for me. It's amazing. So I do this. One, do you plan to sell nationwide or target specific regions? That's a great question, especially for roofers. They clearly aren't going to be nationwide. They may be, but they're huge. But they're going to be local. So I'll say, one, this will be for local businesses, local roofers. Two, what's your principal model? I like subscription, which is the monthly that we like, because we're going to go all in. We're not going to nickel and dime them. Three, do you have a website or brand already? I'm going to say no. Please help me. And then it asks, do you want a plan to include digital marketing? Both, please. I want both digital and outbound. Both, please. Five, any existing sales team? I plan to do the sales myself. Maybe with a partner. You don't know how to do sales, you're not good at sales, partner up with someone, give a commission. Okay, so I answer these questions. And it just gonna think for about 20 minutes. So literally starts his research, and in about 20 minutes before this class is over, we're gonna have an unbelievable college graduate level research paper about this niche. So I think it's a valuable tool to use. You can share it. You can even have it write something to share with your clientele about stats and what having a great call center means to roofers, right? So there's lots of things you can do with this. I'm going to open up another window. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep this window up, and we're going to go back to talking to it. So this gave us 8 really good things to put in here. And this is going to be fast, guys. We're repurposing something. I'm not literally going from nothing, but you saw how and if you want to do research on how to pick a niche, you can use ChatGPT for that too. At the end of I'll also give you guys the Chat Masters playbook, which is it's an Airtable that's got like 20 different sections of how to build your agency and different steps, one after the other, day by day. So that'll help you as well. Okay, cool. So now we have web copy. So now we need to talk about this. And this is supposed to be turnkey. So I'm going to say now rewrite this. Oh, so I need to make a new window. No problem. So here's what you do. So if it's thinking and you need to do 2 instances at once, I'll open up ChatGPT. And I'll go back to this ChatGPT, and I'm going to grab what I did at the top. I'm going to grab this stuff here that it spit out. So I'm going to say, because I want it to have some knowledge, I don't want to have to do it twice. So I'm going to pull this, copy it, put it into here, and I'm going to say, okay, I have this content below that I want you to know to rewrite more content. Okay. And I want it to just give me a yes or no answer, because then I'm going to start populating or asking it questions. So I'm going to do, I want to paste in, and I'm hitting shift return so it doesn't hit enter. I'm pasting in what it already knows, what it already figured out here, or I'm sorry, yeah, here, so I don't have to do it twice. Okay. Great. And even redo it into different niches. Look at what's the next. So, I mean, it does this all this. It's amazing what it'll do for you. But what I want to do is as we said, I want to rewrite the headline. Rewrite this headline. And we're getting all this ready because then we're going to go into GoHighLevel and just then just do it. So I like to do all this work first. It's too long. Too long. Well, this is fine. It wrote something, so I'll grab that. No, that's fine. No, don't need to grab anything. So we rewrote that. We rewrote this. Rewrote this. This will build. And we'll build everything else. Okay, cool. So now we have all the copy ready. Now we need to build this calculator. Okay, so for the calculator, I'm using a tool called Calconic. And this is free. And I'll just open this up because now we're going to go into GoHighLevel. Okay. So now in GoHighLevel, we have our blank agency. Nothing in there. There's no copy. There's no website. There's nothing, right? So let's start by me giving us a website to save time, because that'd be dumb of me to redo that from scratch in front of you. So let me share the website that I'm going to share this website. I'm going to paste it in here and then refactor everything. And that's what you'll have. Okay. So give me 1 second, please. God, I got a lot of windows open here. All right. So I want to go to Call Return Pro. And I want to give you this funnel. I don't want to give you the funnel. I want to start over from scratch. So I'm going to do sites. I think I may do this funnel. Yeah. Okay. So let me copy this funnel into our new roofing, right? So all I got to do is, and I like these one-pager sites. If you see me did the real estate or other demos, I use a one-pager concept, and that's what this is. It's like a one-page site. So I'm going to clone this into agency roofing. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to go back to agency roofing, and this is the snapshot I'll give you guys. We go to sites, and there it is. So let's start editing this thing. Okay, so we're building our website first. Okay, so I know I want to change the settings, and we're going to call this one agency roofing. That's a fine name. Agency roofing. And the path for this is whatever, home, it's fine. This is how you set up your website domain. I don't have a domain, so I'll show you how to fix that in a second. Okay, so this is where you change the name of your site, the root path. You can do other things here. This isn't really how to make websites because I'm doing it for you. But be aware of this settings tool. It's important. Okay, so now we don't have a website. I didn't buy one. I'm not going to buy one. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go to domains. And I'm going to connect the domain and watch this. So I'm going to do funnel, and I'm going to do a subdomain to an account that I know I have. Right? So I'll do roofing dot call return pro, because that's a different sub account, but I own this domain. Okay. And I'll hit continue. It's going to take me to Cloudflare because I like to set up my DNS at Cloudflare. I'm not going to teach you how to do that. But what it essentially is, I bought my domains elsewhere and I manage them with the DNS with Cloudflare because it integrates really well. You can also buy domains in Cloudflare now, which is cool. I'm not going to do that though. So it's going to add a record automatically. Takes a sec. Excuse me. Any questions while this takes a second? Anyone? Anyone? Thumbs up if this is going okay. Anyone? Anyone? Uh-oh. Okay, cool. So I'm going to link it with the domain agency roofing. Default step of the domain. We only have one website, which is why you see the default steps in that funnel. Home is great. Proceed to finish. Now, when I go to, in a second, when this is done, when I go to roofing.callreturnpro.com, you're going to see the legal. Oh, that's weird. Hold on, let's fix. Got to fix that. Let's see. Roofing.callreturnpro. That's odd. Let's see. What funnel did that go to? One funnel. Huh. Let me look at Call Return Pro. Make sure that doesn't exist. This usually works really easily. Try it again. If it doesn't work, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We have agency roofing, Call Return Pro, roofing. Yeah. One funnel. It should open up the page. Yep. That's weird. You know why? I apologize, but I think I might have put in the wrong funnel. That would explain it. Yep. Okay. User error. User error. So what I got to do is, no problem, go back to Call Return Pro and share the right funnel. Okay, so I'm going to go to sites. That's weird. I want this legal one, so duplicate. Clone to roofing. Okay. Oop. Okay. So now in roofing, let me go back to this funnels. Let me erase this funnel. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, cool. So now here we go. So now settings, I want this to be agency roofing. And this should be home. Okay, just to make sure when this is done, I'm gonna go to settings and just double check the domain. Because I think I'm gonna have to reconnect it. Yep. Okay, there it is. Agency roofing. Any of these. So the legal calculator is the page I want. Cool. That's the first page in the funnel. Cool. So now when I go here, it'll be right. Sorry about that. Cool. Okay. So now here is, but by the way, that other website was the first version of this, right? It just looks cooler and it's way more modern. Okay, cool. So now we have all this brand new website in here. So now what are we going to do? Well, clearly we're going to start populating it with the content that we had Claude write us, just so we can get something up and start fleshing it out. This is only a 6-hour course. Okay, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name of this, just so for me, for this account. And I like to change the paths just because, I don't know, looks nicer. And as you use this, you'll notice it kind of appends numbers and stuff, so no two pages are alike. In addition to the fact that this funnel step has its own setting, right? So this would be roofing. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to edit this page and we're going to paste in all the stuff from ChatGPT, which is over here. Let's see here. Okay. Actually, I know what I can do. Hold on. Watch this. This will make it a little easier. Okay, cool. So we're here. Okay, cool. So we're going to start replacing text. So at the top, this is a button. So here's how this whole thing works. Okay. This is just a button. You change the title here. This goes to nothing. If you enter pound in the link to it, it doesn't go anywhere. And that's what I want. I don't want it to go anywhere on the homepage, right? So let's call this agency roofing. Okay. Over here is another button that says schedule a demo. This scrolls to the scheduling step. Okay, so that's what that is here. So let's change the headline here that ChatGPT wrote for us, which is, let's see, I think it's still thinking here. So it was the other window. Okay, so meet call return pro. Actually, no, I want this line here. Attention roofers. Attention roofers. Not as long as I'd like, but that's fine for now. Okay, so then I want the headline. Meet call return pro. That might be too long. I don't like that. The best clients walk when no one answers. Your competitive edge starts with the first hello. That's accurate for any niche. Attentions, roofers in Chicagoland, right? That's my area. Or maybe that's the roofers I want to get. They're local businesses, but you could be national. So I'm going to leave that out. Okay, cool. There's a headline. Then here's this video that we're going to edit later. So here's a calculator. I'm going to edit that in a second. So I want to pop this in here. So here's this text it wrote for us. Actually, that text is over here. It's up here, right here. So if you're using ChatGPT, you got to keep track of stuff because it gets messy right away. Okay, so I'm going to paste this all in here. Bold. It's missing an I. Bold. And I'm going to say agency roofing. "24/7 AI receptionist for roofing pros, perfect for independent roofers, small crews, etc." Just make sure this edits right. So I want to do agency roofing instead of call return pro. And just to make this easier for you, watch what I'll do. So let's build this website the right way so you guys can scale on your own. So I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to make some custom values. These are AI. These are from the Systable thing that I installed. That's those two things for outbound calling. Okay, so let's add a new folder, and we're going to call it website. The landing page, yeah, one pager website. Okay, and you'll see why we do this. Cool. So one pager website, and then that's the folder. Okay, so in this folder, let's do it in the folder. I can make some new custom values. So let's see, we'll do agency name. And this is agency roofing is the name of my agency. And we're going to be building quite a few of these. Agency roofing, create. And then I'll make another one. I'm going to do, let's see. So the add web address. And this we know is roofing or HTTPS. Roofing dot call return pro. Just put in your domain here, right? And then I'm going to do support email because it has a support thing on here. Support email. And you need this for the privacy and terms, which I'll give you as well. So this would be support at my company, yourcompany.com. Okay, so now that we have a couple of these things, I'll show you what we do with them to make this a little easier for you guys to onboard. So I'm going to copy the agency name and go back here, and wherever you see agency roofing, I'm just going to put in values agency name. The other thing is the niche. This is the niche, roofing pros. So watch. So I'm going to add another one called niche. It's going to be roofing pros, solar installers, lawyers, accountants, whatever you want. Roofing pros. So this way you just edit the custom variables and the website will just be updated. You guys don't have to do anything. All right. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it here. So custom values, there's another custom value I need. I need the agency in a few places. So let's do that. Agency name is going to go here. And then this is the niche. So you want to replace, I'm going to replace everything that will make this custom. So I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to say AI solution. And I'm going to paste this whole chunk in here because this is what you'll change for your niche. AI solution. So niche, yeah. So you'll see it. You don't have to, it'll just populate. So quote request, storm damage. I mean, these don't apply to any niche. So these you're going to need to do on your own. And by the way, when they come through on the snapshot, these are going to be blank, just so you know. Create. So you got to watch this video. All right, cool. So let me copy this one. Where'd that go? Okay. Copy the solution. I'm going to paste that here. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I'm looking for anything to replace down here. Okay, so at the bottom, I have the copyright. So let's get the agency name in there or website, whatever you want. This will work fine. Okay, so privacy and terms we'll get back to in a second. So at the bottom here, I have some content on here that's for Facebook and Google. So if you advertise to this, there's that little disclaimer that says you're not promising riches and things like that. Finally, at the bottom, I have, oh yeah, so this will be cool. So we'll mess around with some, here, I'm going to turn this on. So we'll put this on here. This is the new style. There's two things we'll do. This is 6. So here, just so you see, I'll show you, this is going to be a special 2 types of chat widgets that we're promising. This is where this is a demo of them. This is a sample of them down there for us. Okay. So now we need to replace the SEO on the SEO metadata, attention, and this will be the niche, attention lawyers, accountants, whatever it is, right? Attention niche. And then here I'll say the agency name. Let me update that real quick. So I want the agency name, SEO, and I'll put it agency name provides, and then we'll do its custom. I'm just looking at it over here. Values dot niche. This is the description for the website. You can put in wherever you want. Oh yeah, closing mustache tags. And then I want to do the author. This says my name in here. You want to change that? Social image, there's no social image links, tags, so you can add this on your own. So I'll update the metadata. Cool. So that's everything in there. Oh yeah, so we can do this up here. Attention here, this little thing here. Attention roofing pros, accountants, whatever, right? So this will be cool. So we got this. So now we got to do the privacy and the terms, but let's get back to that in a second. So I want to grab this stuff here, which is the missed call text or the missed call crisis. That's fine. Number 2 is the time wasting tire kickers. I love that. See if it fits. You don't need the let's see, the follow-up fumble. That's football analogy. We're roofers. Football fumble. The note-taking nightmare. See, it's funny because it's both taking notes, but for roofers, they take notes. For lawyers, they do documentation. So, you know, this is niche specific, which is awesome, like we want. The job size guesswork. For roofers, it's job size. For lawyers, it's case value. Okay. Yep. See the pattern? Cool. The labor cost squeeze. That affects everybody, right? Labor cost squeeze. The lost referral revenue, huge, huge, huge. The growth bottleneck. Awesome. Now, going from the bottom to the top. And these are all the same size on purpose. And these are going to be short. That's fine. Looks good. You can flesh these out on your own. You're going to do your own stuff, right? So this is, I'm sorry, that was here. Darn it. This is lost. Yep. This is growth bottleneck. This is labor cost squeeze. I'm not going to flesh these out. You guys can flesh them out on your own. Okay, the size guesswork. This is note-taking nightmare. So we'll line up the lines so that everything matches. Let's see, no more forgetting leads. The time wasting tire kicker. Oh, this one. And then don't lose a $20,000 roofing job to voicemail. Awesome. We're also going to put some stats on this page in a bit. Okay, so now let's clean this up. Some extra spaces come through. Okay, so these don't line up perfectly. So let's tweak these a bit. Well, no. So what I'll do is I'm going to change the column layout. So I think, no, I want to do default. I want this one to move up. So let's see. No, never mind. All right. So what I like to do is I'm going to get rid of this line here. I want to get this onto 3 lines. Recall gets, well, immediate's important. So whatever, you guys can figure out how to rewrite this. It's fine. So there's all this stuff. So these are the 8 problem solutions that you can solve. Okay, so let me say this real quick. This is right. Check availability in the area. Act fast spots are limited, right? You want to have some urgency on this puppy. We need a calendar. Don't have one. So I'm going to go to calendar, and for y'all, I'll make a dummy calendar. These calendars came with the assistable, I believe. I do event type. Feel free to use your own calendar. Demo call. I'm not going to hook this up to anything. You got to put something ridiculous in here. Okay, let's see. 8 to 5, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you know how to do that. So all you got to do then in here is I saved it. Let me refresh the page. So actually, no, the calendar. Yeah, there it is. Demo call. Okay, so there's the calendar. And I know that this already looks good on mobile because I built it for mobile. So this will be mobile friendly for y'all. So we need to change some more stuff. So this isn't, so on mobile, I added some things. So agency roofing. Actually, no, we know it better than that, don't we? We want to use the custom fields that I made, custom values, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a lot of custom values all of a sudden. Oh, I'm in the wrong agency. I'm in the wrong account. Okay, cool. So now there's just a few. I want to go into this folder. Okay, cool. So I want to grab the agency name and pop it here. It's not going to be capitalized, but that's fine. So same calculator, same content, same all this stuff, same this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Now we only have a few things to finish up and the website's done. And then we'll start doing the rest of the content. So while we're at it, because it's boring, let's do the privacy and the terms. Okay, so what I did was in here, there is a privacy page. And I'm going to replace this with a headline that's white. And I'll also change the font so it looks good. I like to do the heavy here. And I'll make it white. And here I'm going to paste in agency name, right? You don't need this. Okay, so now all you got to do is put your agency name here. Let's see, let me unbold that, sorry. So essentially, yeah, replace it everywhere. Well, you don't have to do this. It's going to be cool. Let me fix this for you. So boom, 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 boom. So everywhere it says Call Return Pro, I change with this and I do bold, bold, and then Call Return Pro. You don't have to do this. It's beauty. Bold. Okay, let's see what else. Call Return Pro. Oops. You don't have to unbold it, but I just don't want it to see it. I don't want it to stand out, you know. Don't want them to bug me. But it's legit. All right. All right, unbold that. How does your company name? Okay, this stupid thing's in the way. So this is how does, oops. Oops. Custom agency name. Close those brackets. Let me unbold this or bold this as the case may be to match the text. Okay, here. And then guys, again, you guys will not have to do this now. Yep. So remember I said we need an email. So I'm going to grab this email, support email. I'm going to put it in here. So be sure to, you're going to have to, this will be filled out when you do it for real. Actually, no, this would be, my bad. This is going to be a mail to link. Let's see, this is mail to, so this will send you an email. And then I want to put this down here again. Okay, cool. So now you guys don't have to mess with this. And I'll go one better. Okay, let me fix this one up for y'all. No space, no anytime. Okay. And then I want that to just be this text. That's annoying. Sorry, let me just finish this up. Okay. All right, so this page is done. Actually, let me just check your pop-up settings. I'm not sorry, not pop-up. The SEO metadata. Make sure it's got what we want in there. Yep. So privacy policy, agency name. And then this one too. There's a couple more that I missed. Here. Geez, there's a lot of them. This would have been easier if I did this already. Myself. Okay, cool. So this professional receptionist, that's fine. Let me update that metadata, save that puppy. And I'll publish it. So what I want to do is I want to grab this link here. Okay, so I'm going to copy the link address. And remember, this is for the privacy page. So if I go back to the home page, which is legal calc for now, and go down to privacy, make sure that it's the right link. See, it's not. So I'm going to give it a direct link. Okay, you can also use this as a custom value, but it's all built for you. Actually, I will do that. And the reason is because you have to have a domain. So watch, I'll make this easier for you. Let's see, privacy. What is it? Is this privacy policy? Yeah. Privacy policy URL. Okay. And we'll do TOS URL next. We got to do that. Oh yeah, let me copy that custom value in first. So let's see, it was privacy policy URL. Paste it right here. Okay. New window, no follow. Terms. Well, terms, we didn't do it yet. So let me save this. Let's go to terms and fix that up. And then let me grab the agency name because I know I'm going to need it. I think terms is easier. So watch, all you gotta do is once in this puppy. So this will be the name of your company, heretofore known as the site. So the only thing I need to change is all the way at the bottom, these two support links, which again are support at email. Let's see here. Where was that? Yes, so put it in here, so get rid of that. Get rid of that. You can make it clickable on your own. Actually, I'll do it for you. Mail to. Okay. Mail to. Okay. Double check. Yep, let's fix this up. So this is a headline that is heavyweight. And it's white. And it is the name of our agency. Custom value. Cool. Get rid of this puppy. Look at the SEO metadata. In terms of service, I want agency name, right? This thing is going to say we offer AI chatbots for, and then we go grab our niche, roofing pros. Okay, cool. So all you got to do is change the custom values, put your own in, and let me publish that. And let me grab this name here, this URL. I got to make a custom value for that, remember? So TOS, terms of service, URL, Earl, boom. And then I'll just pop it onto that page and we're probably finish this website up real quick. All right, so let's see, TOS URL, go here. I'm going to go back to Calcom. And I'm going to go terms. Now I'm going to open this up and I'm going to paste in the variable. Cool, so now you guys don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that's that. We'll do the chat button in a bit. Any questions? Anyone? Thumbs up if I'm going okay for you. Thumbs up from anybody? Anybody? Does anyone know how to give a thumbs up? Thank you. Okay, cool. So there's this. Great. So now we have a web page. So now we need to finish editing two things on this page. We'll start with the easier one, this calculator. Okay, so let me publish this. If you'll notice, this calculator, well, this is a good one, but when I show you this calculator, I'm going to guess that this is going to have a, well, that works. Okay, so we're going to make a new calculator, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Okay, so in Calconic, and I'll put this web address in the chat. Let me put a few Calconic. Let's see, legal.callreturnpro.com. Okay, cool. So the way this is a calculator program, it makes calculators. It's pretty simple. So you basically you add elements to it, just like a website builder. And I'm not going to explain this to you too much as I'm giving this to you. I mean, I'm just showing you. I can't give it to you, but you can rebuild it. It's really simple. So I just added some fields. This is a slider. Right? How many calls you get after hours per day? And then this is free, but it costs money if I use too many of them. So I can't share the calculator with you, but I'll show you how it works. What is your average close rate? It has a default value, and then you enter the sliding scale yourself. This could have been anything I wanted, right? Always show current value, large, really easy. This is another slider. How much you typically make per roofing job, right? This is for roofing. So some of the stuff does require manual. And then I know that that's a huge amount of money in here. So the max can't be that high. So let's say it's a $50,000 roof, because I'm going to guess those exist. So I'm going to knock a decimal. I'm going to knock let's see, I want to go 1,000. Let's do 2,000. Let's see, 2,500, 5,000, 7,500, 10,000. 1,500, 15,000, I mean, 20,000. Then we'll just go up. What I got to do, let's see, I'll do 30,000. You get the picture, right? 40, 1, 2, 3. I think that's going to be too many stops. So what I'm going to do is this. Hello? So I'm going to do this. Let's take out. So it's going to be 10,000. Because it's a sliding scale, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. 30,000, 50,000. Cool. So now the sliding scale has changed, but they can move it in between, so that's fine. Cool. And then finally, this is the calculation. This is like a Excel spreadsheet. No big deal. So how many missed calls do you get per day? Let's change this to how many missed calls do you get per day? Okay, let me change that bit for this niche. So the calculation is pretty basic math. And the number is the number of the formula. So number 1, number 2, number 3 is the name of that actual field. So it's take field number 1 and times it by 30, because that's every day. And then I want to times it by the close rate, because this is a percentage. So I divided it by 100, right? And then times it by how much they make per job. That's the calculator, okay? Oh, shit. I can't save this one. Sorry for swearing. I got to make a new one. So I want to copy this general site one. Oops. Very touchy. Let's see. Copy. There we go. I want to rename this one too. This is how do you rename it? Oh, here we go. So this is Call Return Pro. Let me just organize these real for a second, folks. Call Return Pro General. Save that. Okay, now I'll go back and okay, here's a new one I did. After Hours AI, this one. Okay, so I'm gonna rename it. This is gonna be roofing, agency roofing. Call it whatever you want. Thousand separator, decimal separator, that looks good. Okay. And then I'm gonna save it. You have to activate it and you have to save it. This is an activation button here. Then to share it, I gotta do is just grab the code. It's really easy. So I just grab that code. And then here on this page, this code snippet, this is the code snippet. I just pasted it to here. Watch. Okay. Now I also know that when I look at this one, since this is a free account, it's going to show me, it shows this, this little nugget right here. I don't particularly like that. So what I'm going to do is, this is a hack. So I'm going to make a new paragraph. I'm going to get rid of the text and I'm going to make it black. And I've done this before, which is why I know how to do this. I'm going to add padding on either side. And then I'm going to add negative margin. And watch what that means. So it'll pull up. See how it pulled up that block? And I'll show you why I want to do that. Because I want to hide this built with Calconic because it's free. If you pay for it, it goes away. I don't feel like paying for it. You guys probably don't either. So now it hides it. So it's hacky, it's hokey, it gets around the rules, but it works. Okay. And then I want to move this slightly over. I feel like it's too tall or something. This should be bigger, but it's fine. Cool. So this whole website's redone. So now we have 40 minutes left. So now what I want to do is this whole website's redone. The calculator's redone. Everything's redone except for this. So let's do this puppy here. So how do we do this puppy? So let's see here. Let me figure this out. So let me find the original script. So what I'm going to do is, and this is an optional tool. HeyGen. I'll just put it in here. This is an amazing, amazing tool. How many calls do I miss per day? None. I also don't leave the basement. So I'm not that kind of guy, right? I mean, if you're on the roof, you're aloft, you're in this court. So let's see. So this tool allows you to do many things. I mean, this tool is incredible. It's like $50 a month. I know it's expensive for some people, but it'll make you look like unbelievable. I mean, so real quick to show y'all, because I think you'll get a kick out of it. I'll give you this too for fun. So this shows multilingual. Here's how I describe multilingual.
Hello, I'm Ashley, an AI receptionist from Call Return Pro, and I wanted you to hear some of our incredible multilingual voices. For example,
Now, I'm Conrad. I perform the exact same tasks as Ashley, but with a different voice and personality. I can handle appointment scheduling, call routing, and customer inquiries without missing a beat.
Ensuring no more missed opportunities, frustrated callers, or having to have your personal phone on you day and night. all the time.
But that's not all. I can speak a wide variety of languages like Spanish or Mandarin. Entiendo preguntas complejas y me adapto a cualquier industria. Salud, servicios legales.
房地产或零售业始终提供专业服务。With my multilingual capabilities, I not only speak other languages, but understand them too.
Opening your practice to new business immediately by serving diverse communities.
Ready to experience the call return pro difference?
Schedule your free discovery call now and see how I can transform your business communications while reducing costs.
Thank you for watching this demo. Have a great day.
All right, so that's what one thing I did with HeyGen to just showcase different voices. So let me show you how this works. So in HeyGen, you make a new project. This is a project that I've already created, but this is the builder. So you have all these avatars to choose from. I mean, a ton of them. I did lifestyle, and then each one of them has different looks, like different angles. It's incredible. It makes you look top notch. Yes, I made my own avatars. These are avatars that I made of me. Nice tan there. But you can use your own avatar as well. I'm not going to do that because I'm hiding, right? You don't want to show your face, use this. So what I want to do is, it's really simple. And you see me build this in a second. I want to grab this script real quick. Let's see, download script. Excel spreadsheet. That's a pain in the ass. Okay, well, let's see what that does. I have the script somewhere else, but oh, that's going to be a pain. Well, what if I do this? Let's see. I don't even know how to spit this out. Watch, I'm going to export this as a CSV. Just I need to grab the text, and then you'll have it. Okay, so downloads, quick voice demo, all three. Fine. I need a window of some sort. Hold on. So let me just open that text up real quick. Okay. There we go. I just want this. Damn it. I don't want it in the numbers. Sorry. Quit. Save and quit, I guess. Let me open this up with a text editor. Jeez. Okay. So I'm going to take this text here, and I'm going to say back to our chat. Oh, yeah. Let's see what happened with our research project. That is, so did I get rid of them all? Okay. So that's over here. Let's look at that. Let's see what our research project says. Oh, it's going to be the second one or the first one. Nope. Let's see. It's this one. Okay. So there's this document. Holy cow. I'll share this with you all. So let me copy this. There's no easy way to copy this thing. Come on. Yeah, there is. Oh, there's not. Oh, yeah, there it is. Copy. Wow, this is going to be a doozy. Okay, so I'll give you this and you guys can have it. How many pages is this? Jeez. How many pages? Why can't I see how many pages it is? 21 pages. So sales and marketing playbook, names, strategies, outlines, everything. Spanish angle. It did exactly what I asked. Digital marketing tools. Just sick. All right, let me share this puppy with y'all. Agency, roofing, research. Okay, share. Anyone with the link? Okay, I'll share this in here with everybody. Yeah, so Kurt, you're right. So you can, oh, that's a great idea. So he took a picture of this calculator that I made and used ChatGPT to redo it. So that works too. It's a little harder to edit maybe if you don't know code well, but feel free to use whatever technique you want. Okay, cool. So now I share this with you. I put it in here. Let me, as we're updating this thing here, the Workflowy document, which is here. Where did that go? Oh, that's here. Okay. So this is agency roofing. And it's roofing dot call return pro. I'm going to share this with you. Okay. And it's the market. Is roofers doing over, I don't know, 500 grand a year. That helps to sell higher ticket stuff. And we'll get into pricing and all that stuff. We haven't done that yet, right? So roofers doing over 500K, problem solutions. So we have this, which I'll copy from here. I just want this. Okay. Where was I? Okay, so now in Workflowy, problem solutions go here. So we have all those answered. These are things you rewrite. Market, blah, 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 blah. So assets, then there's going to be in the product. So let me show you what the product's going to wind up being. We have to flesh this out maybe tomorrow. Okay, product, let's see. So how much is it going to cost? So I'm going to copy this and put it here because it's a pretty good start. But we'll edit it for lawyers and based off of the problem solutions that we solve. Okay. So this is ready. I just want to have this to share for you guys today. So then we have assets. There'll be new assets for you. Okay, now I can get rid of this. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay. So let me share this with you. So you can view this. This is a free tool. This Workflowy. It's called Workflowy. It's a free tool. I love it. When you get it, you can make a copy of your own and set up your own account, but it'll make you, I think you can view it without an account. Okay, so here's that. So in this chat, guys, is all this. So this is your notes. Okay. All right, so let's keep going here. So I wanted to get the this copy here. Where'd that go? Wait, hold on one sec. Text it. Okay. Oop, darn it. Sorry. Okay. So where is the text? I can't see it. It's making me crazy. I can't find it. I can't find the window. It's really annoying. Hold on one sec, guys. Sorry about that. Open with text edit. Am I insane? All right, I'm gonna have to quit text edit and then do it again. Open it with something else. Okay, geez. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to my chat that wrote this whole research paper. And I'm gonna say, okay, now I want you to parse this script for my HeyGen video and rewrite it for this niche. No, that's the wrong script. Sorry, guys. I want to get, yeah, this is, oh yeah, I want this one. So we're going to rebuild this guy here. This, wait a minute. Sorry. Confused. There we go. Okay. Where is he? There he is. Okay. So now I want to edit as new because this is already rendered, then get this script. There we go. So now I'm going to download this script. Sorry, folks. And then I'm going to go to the folder, and I got to open it up, and then I got to save it as a CSV. Sorry. Excuse me for one sec. Export to CSV, whatever. Conrad 3, export. Okay, cool. All right, Conrad 3, open in text edit, open in notes. Okay, cool. There we go. So this is the text I actually want to rewrite. Okay. Got to change the name of it, but I'll do that manually. Okay. Let me, oh, I forgot. I put all my chats over here. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go to HeyGen and I'll start from scratch. Okay. So in HeyGen, we go back to here to create a video, avatar video, landscape video. You can choose whatever you want. I liked Conrad, but we can do a different voice. Let's do this, dude. Artur. So here's different looks. I definitely prefer the suit. Let's have him standing. I like him better sitting. Okay, so you bring in the avatar of your choice. Then I go to the script. I copied it from ChatGPT. Watch. I'm going to paste this in here, or I'm going to paste this in here, and it's going to be too long. You can't have, actually, no, this is, it broke it up for me. So these can only be a certain amount of characters. So if it breaks it up, that's why. So I want to get rid of some stuff. Get rid of this. Hello, my name is Conrad. Let's call him different, Arthur. Arthur, and I want to get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this because he'll say everything for sure. So get rid of it. I could have had ChatGPT do it, but I didn't feel like it. Oops. Every time you hit return, it does that. So be aware. If you hit return, it's gonna put it in the next section, which is fine. Like if this is how I was changing voices back and forth, I was just breaking up the sections. Oops. See what happened. Let's see. I think let's see. We do more than just answer. Where was that? Sorry, folks. Let's see. Roofer missing 2 calls a day at $3,000 per job. We do where there's answer a deck. Okay, cool. So I just messed up. So I'm going to copy this. I don't want this tiny little thing. I'll put it in here. Shift return, just like ChatGPT. I'm going to get rid of this guy. Okay. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And a thank you. Thank you, and have a great day. And be sure to schedule your cool. Now I want to change from call return pro to agency roofing. Just double check. You could write this as much as you want, but so agency roofing. Okay, cool. So now what you got to do is notice that this blue bar down here, this is your editor. I'm not even going to mess with it. All you got to do, I'm going to zoom out. Just make sure that since this is a lot longer than the default 10 seconds, that you drag this video window all the way to the end. If you don't and you try to submit it, it won't let you anyway. So I'm going to name this video. Let's call it Roofing Arthur. Okay. And it's as long as I need. I'll do submit. And if you want to hear the voice, so you can hear it like this, but this renders. So that's why it sounds so great. We can hear him.
Hello,
My name is Arthur, and I want to share a few eye-opening facts that might be costing your roofing business.
I'm also going to edit the quality of the sound. So there's something anomaly here, and they just blah, blah, blah. So where's this section? That was, let's see. Hello, my name is Arthur. So it's right at the top. Hello, my name is Arthur. Conrad. They just, so I cut out a tiny bit to make sure that's in there. They just. Oh, no, there it is. I just couldn't see it all. My bad. Sorry. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to submit this. Roofing Arthur. I like to make it 30 frames a second. 1080p is really nice and high res, which is awesome. You can pay more. So in a paid account, you can turn on or off the watermark. I don't know why you'd want it on. I guess if you don't pay, there's some free, you can do some free stuff with this actually, and it just watermarks. So you might want to set. Okay, so this is going to take about, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe to render. So let's see what else we can get done today. Okay, so we have this, we have our calculator, we're rendering this, we have our demo all set up. We've got all our custom, we got all of our custom values in there. Let me make sure that this custom value, I don't want to capitalize it though. I wonder if there's a way to capitalize text transform. So I'm going to do uppercase. So there, so this will always be uppercase. Let me do the same thing on, well, that works fine. Actually, no, let me do it on a couple other elements. So it looks good. No, that's fine. I just want to make sure it's here. Okay, good. So you can edit text, the case of the text by just doing text transform on advanced. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure this looks good in mobile. So all I got to do is click here. And I already know that this is going to be our agency name, and I want this to be uppercase. I go to my text, do uppercase. Boom, boom, boom. Schedule a free demo call. So this scrolls to, I want to make sure this scrolls to the right element. So they schedule their free demo call. I want to scroll to calendar in here. There we go. The headline here. So go to this headline. Save that. So it's got our calendar in here. Privacy and terms are good. Here's our button. So let's play with the button while we're waiting. We'll publish this. Okay, so now I go to mobile. So I have, if you'll notice, so I turned on a button, right? So I think it's down here. So this is the built-in chat widget from Assistable with no, it works. It needs GoHighLevel, but the customer doesn't. That's gorgeous. So I got to tweak this because it's doing this because I haven't made my bot yet, but it'll automatically do it. That's amazing. Just amazing. So there's this type of a help, right? And then I also have on this bot, I also have on this page, two different kinds of help. So I have that one. And I have this one. And I'm just hiding and unhiding script tags here. Okay. So this is the new tag. And it's called Hume. And it's really cool. So this is killer. And look what it does. It pulls it across the bottom, so it's pinned. It's really nice.
Hi, my name is Jess, and I would love
Hey,
to.
Jess, I don't care. I don't care. Bye. Okay. So you hang up. I made code that can turn on and off that button even from up here. So I'll show you how to do that later, maybe, because that's kind of cool to be able to, hide, like open and close this from a different button. I find it pretty useful, actually. Look, so just to double check, Roofing Pros, Agency Roofing. There's an error here. It needs another carriage return. Okay. Cool. Check availability. Cool. Double check privacy. Cool. Terms. Cool. So all the custom values are working. That's cool. Close some windows here. It's getting a bit stuffy. We'll do this. We'll deal with this later. Okay, so if I refresh here, 50%. Like I said, it takes a little bit, depending how long it is. I'll give you guys this video. Who wants that MPEG of people doing multilingual? Who wants that? Anyone? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get that. Cool. So you all have this. Let's see,
Okay.
how do I do it? Watch. Oh yeah. So let me give it to you here. Leon, what's up?
I know, I was just saying that I would like it, please.
Oh, you got it. So watch, let me grab it for you. I'm only gonna give it to people that are on this actual call right this second too. Okay, I'm pasting it in this link, so grab it if you want it, folks. I'll put it in the Workflowy too. Let's see, so that's definitely an asset. This is a multilingual voice demo video. Okay, so I added it to this thing, folks. You can grab it. Okay, cool. Let's hope this video should be getting close to done. All right, so let's see. I want to get this website done so we can just move on to the bots tomorrow. Let's see here. So website's looking good. Double check it one more time. Andre, do you have a question? There's a lot. I'm just making this better so it fits a little nicer. Huh. So you can move this, but it doesn't always work. Let's see. There we go. That's a little goofy. So I want this press play to go to the top. So let me fix that. This would be this chunk here. I'm going to go to the column. I'm going to do start. And then that's weird. Undo that. Let's see. Is it doing that? Oh well, it's gonna be a little anomaly here. It's fine for a free website. Okay, cool. So I bet this thing is getting close to done, almost. What else? So, oh, let me share this thing with you if I didn't do it. Yeah, I did. So that should be, so let me give you this asset in here. Agency. This is going to be the roofing niche. AI deep dive research. And I'll also give you all the GPT prompt, which is this puppy.
Josh, this is great. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Create link. Copy link. Okay, cool. So in your Workflowy, you have the GPT prompt to build all this fun stuff. So you can figure it out. Cool. All right, it's just done. Almost 69, dude. 70. All right, let's see. Where are we? Let's start closing some stuff down. So we'll deal with this later. We'll add assistable tomorrow. I'll share this with you too, so you guys can see this. I don't know if this is finished, but it's good enough to get a look-see of how you can automate onboarding, which is what we're going to try to do. Any user can review. Copy link. Okay. So in here as well, let's see. So this will be the Lucid charts. This is onboarding flow. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So now what you got to do is I open this up. I always turn on the captions so you can read them. That looks great, right? I publish the captions. That takes a second. But let's listen to them.
My name is Arthur, and I want to share a few eye-opening facts that might be costing your roofing business tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands right now. Did you know 68% of homeowner calls to roofers go unanswered on evenings and weekends?
All right, I'm going to clean up the audio too because that bothers me.
Callers never leave.
It's a little tinny.
They just call the next roofer on Google. Now imagine this. Every missed call isn't just a missed appointment. It's a lost roof replacement job gone to your competition. Most roofers miss
All right, I like it.
real leads every single day.
It's great.
Okay, cool. So when the captions are done in a second, I'm going to let's keep closing windows here. Okay, so you guys have that. So this, I'll give you 2, and I'll give you the code for this. Actually, we'll do this later, but you'll get the code for this. But let me put it in the Workflowy. So one of your assets is going to be lead magnets. And this is voice demo. And this is the sample example. And then this is the code. I'll give you, so the code looks like this. I can give you the code right now. The code looks like this. This. So here's the code to do that. You can paste this right into your ChatGPT. I mean, into your GoHighLevel. But you're going to want to change a few things here. So actually, rather than giving you this, let me do this way. This will be easier. I have instructions. So let's see. Open this one. So I'm going to show these instructions with you. So all you're going to do with this one is you go to edit this. You put in your audio for the different names. Okay. And if you want to change the names of them, they're in the code. Okay. And by the way, the data voice and the data sample is what sound it plays here, just so you know. Okay. So let me share this puppy. I'll put it in the Workflowy. G-Doc. Okay, cool. Now this should be done. So once the captions are done, you do download, turn on captions. I'll download this puppy. And then what I'm doing here, I go to my media files in Agency Roofing. Okay, so I go to media storage. I'll make a new folder. I have no content in here. We'll call it videos. I'm going to upload the video I just downloaded, which is it's caption 10. Yeah. It names it weirdly. I don't know why, but I don't care what it names it, to be honest with you. Okay, cool. So there's that. So you guys have that. Close this down. We're good here. Publish this puppy. Close that, close that, close that. That's downloaded. That's done. That's done. Okay, so this is uploaded. So I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to go to my website. Let's change this to roofing home. Let's change this a bit. So roofing. Okay, and then let me just edit this real quick. Home roofing, that's fine. Okay, so now if I edit this, all I got to do is wait. Wait. Okay, so all I'm going to do, obviously, is replace one video with another video. So all I got to do is, oh, you know what? I need to make a caption. I need to make a still frame. So all I got to do is
for the caption?
No, watch. So if I go to QuickTime, this is the easiest way for me to do it, but watch. So I'm going to open up this video. I'm going to take this first screenshot here, and I'm going to do export as, I want to do save. Wait a minute, that's annoying. I might have to do it in iMovie. Hold on, share, save, export as. You can't export just the image. That's stupid. Okay, so what I'll do is this. I'm gonna just gonna grab this. I don't want this play button in here. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. So this is what you gotta do. So I'm opening up. I want this exact image perfectly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm in iMovie. There's other ways to do this. You can make your own screenshots. Okay, this is gonna be multilingual. Let me just save this real quick. Okay.
So what are we doing? A screenshot of the first frame
Yeah,
and then put it over?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. You have to, yeah, exactly. So caption 10. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this puppy here. Then I'll do export image, share image. What a pain in the butt. Downloads, we'll call it Arthur because his name is Arthur, not Arthur, right? So now I go back here. I want to go to media storage. I'll put it in the videos. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm already in the videos. Wait, where'd that video go? There we go. Oh, just upload it here, whatever. So I'll upload this video, this caption. Okay, now you'll see why. So let me move this into the folder so they're organized nicely. Okay, so now here, the video, it needs two things. One, it needs the hosted video. We're hosting it ourselves, right? And it's way better if you do this. So double click on that. Wait a second, then the thumbnail. See, now it's perfect. Yeah, okay. Cool. There we go.
Hello, my name is Arthur, and I want to share a few eye-opening facts.
I mean, he looks and sounds like a lawyer. So there's one thing I don't like about this video, and let me show you what I want to do. So two things. One, yeah, I captured the first frame of the video. So I'm going to open up this iMovie and I'm going to extract the audio. There's a couple ways to do it. So watch, I want to extract this audio because it's really crappy quality, right? So I'm going to detach the audio, get rid of the video. Actually, no, I don't have to do that. You can do this too. I'm going to go to iMovie. I'm going to do, actually, no, I can do this in QuickTime. Sorry, QuickTime. Open. There we go, caption 10. So this one you can do it with. So this I'm going to export just the audio. Take a second. Call it Arthur Audio, and you'll see why. Okay, boom, that was easy. So now I have a tool that I use, and I don't think I pay for this. It's called Descript. You only get a certain amount for free, but I'm going to upload the audio, do new project, audio. I'm going to upload that audio file, and this will use AI to really clean it up well. Okay, so there's the audio.
Is that going to affect the timing?
No, I don't think so. Good question, but I don't think so. We'll find out. So it's gonna, so done. So what it's doing, it's applying what's called Underlord. It's got a cool audio title, but it's gonna make the audio sound much better. So the audio is being transcribed as well. So if I click Studio Sound, let's see, it's doing all this for me. So it's automatically applying it. I can see it here. Okay, so once this is done, I'm going to download it. Just takes a minute maybe. It's not that long a video, but it transcribes it. It's kind of cool. This software is very powerful, and it's really good at evening out audio files and dealing with ducking, so the mic doesn't pop and the audio gets clipped and things like that. So when this is done, I'm going to download it. So all I got to do is you do export, and I do the audio, and I want it on my local export, and a WAV file is great, lossless, so I'll export that. And Arthur Audio WAV, I'll put it in downloads, so I know it's there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to iMovie, and I'm gonna do detach audio, erase the audio. This is advanced. You guys obviously don't have to do this. I'm gonna go to import, and I'll do Arthur Audio WAV, and I'll drag this in here, and it should be lined up perfectly.
Maybe even hundreds of thousands.
Oh man, listen to that.
Did you know 68% of homeowner calls to roofers?
Ah, super.
So then I'm going to export this. How do you export? I hate this software. I forgot. Share.
File share.
Yep.
Share
Yep.
as
Yep. So
MP3 or
1080p.
something.
Yep. Next.
Yeah.
I'll save it to downloads. We'll call it Arthur or Ather. Good.
Man, that's really bothering you, right? The guy can have that name.
I
Let
mean, I'd
him
have to
be.
re-render it, but this sounds pretty
Let
good.
him be.
Handles,
He's
emergency
just
calls,
being very peculiar.
schedules, pre-inspections, filters, spam, follows up, automatic.
That sounds great. So I'm going to clean up that multilingual thing too. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up for the day. I'm going to open up to questions. Are there any questions? Anyone?
Can we work at the speed you work?
Sure.
Is that possible?
You just need about 50 of these. Anyone? Winnie Lee, sure. Mark, Marcus, Leon, Kurt, Ken, Joseph, or Cesar, Howard, Andre, Altaz, Brent. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, cool. That's day one. So tomorrow we're gonna finish this up a tiny bit. I'll finish up before tomorrow, actually. And then tomorrow we're gonna start building bots. So tomorrow we will be all up in here. We're gonna be building 2 bots. We're gonna build a self-selling bot for any roofing company, and then we'll build the actual roofing bot. We're gonna do predictive analytics, so that'll be tomorrow. And then on Thursday it'll be more maybe marketing type stuff. I'm not sure. We'll see how it plays out. So thank you very much for coming. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I love doing this stuff. I can't wait to share this with you all. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Yes, thanks very much. That was
You're welcome.
great.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Thanks, everybody. Bye, everyone.